look at Floyd. Like, Floyd spends money like it's a tap. Like, he's got a tap, just like unlimited amount of money. Money's just flowing. And even as much money as he's made in his career, which he's probably made as much, if not more money than any boxer ever. Like, there's all these lawsuits. Like, he hasn't been paying things, and he owes money on this and owes money on that. And it's like, and then he's got to come out of retirement.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough. I think it's just the lifestyle that Floyd lived.
Yes.
I think he can't fathom to just live a modest lifestyle. It's like he got to be lavish.
Right. He's got to have those videos where he shows you all the watches, where he opens the case up, you know.
All the money. You got to show that he got $1 million in his backpack. And, you know, he got the latest watch and the latest car, and look what I just bought.
And when you get into latest watches and latest cars, you get into that, like, boy, that money goes quick.
Yeah.
Bugattis are like $3 million. There's watches that are $3-5 million. That's crazy. So you buy a watch and a car, you're down 10.
Joe Rogan did not stay quiet about his concerns when Floyd Mayweather's real estate claims surfaced. He leaned across the podcast table and said, "Wait, that calculation does not seem right."
And one of the reasons why people watch him fight is not because he's like Mike Tyson, just goes out and destroys people. They like watching him fight because they hate him. Because he talks so much shit, and he's like, look at my $1 million watch, look at my fucking jet, look at my house, look at this. He's like constantly showing you all these things that he has. Like, he'll lay out watches in a hotel bed. Like, this is $1 million worth of watches. This watch goes for $2 million. And they're like, this is my small watch that I take sometimes, but when I'll show you, when I'll show up, I bring out the big boy, and it brings out this watch that's covered in diamonds. It's like $5 million. And so
it was like $1.4 million in jewelry debts that Floyd owes, like hundreds of thousands of dollars in rent for a private New York apartment. His private jet fuel, he's not paid hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of fuel and maintenance. He put up one of his jets that I think he even sold, but one of his jets, and I want to say one of his properties, like one of his homes, up as collateral for a $54 million loan from an individual, from a billionaire, that had a 9% interest on the loan.
Rogan challenged the entire story around Floyd, saying he owns many buildings worth tens of millions, pointing out that bold claims and proven assets are not the same thing.
Money to the IRS. How much does he owe?
It's in the $20+ million range. It's a lot of money, man. But it's not something that he's been, it's not like deception.
No.
It's just neglect to stay.
Neglect. And it's also like, I think, and there is like a truth to this, he makes so much money, there's probably a point when they're like, hey, it's time to pay your taxes. And you go like, all right, here's a check for $25 million. That's an incredible amount of money. And then they go, that's true, but you owe 50 more. And he's just like, that can't be right. I've given you $25 million.
Yeah, he's bought over 100 luxury cars from the same dealer and always pays in cash.
He has $15 million worth of cars.
Congrats. You can sell.
And that is where the conversation heats up, because Floyd built the whole Money Mayweather image on endless wealth, stacks of cash, luxury watches, and a financial empire that looked untouchable. But reports circulating in the business world tell a more complex story.
Mayweather is made, and because he's the best in the history of pay-per-view at making sure that the money ends up in his pocket. He is, or has been, a businessman as an athlete that almost doesn't have a peer because he owns all his own stuff as an independent. Your spending has to be so fiscally irresponsible to lose the amount of money that Floyd Mayweather has lost that it is almost beyond anything that is reason. It's not merely fiscal insanity. It's something that doesn't make any sense to me.
Right. And another sign of him maybe in financial trouble is, as of February 2026, Floyd Mayweather has initiated a massive $340 million lawsuit against Showtime Networks and former executive Steven Espinoza. So he's trying to get some bread right now.
The estimate is that he made over $1.2 billion over the course of his career in just earnings from fights.
According to Business Insider, 2 of Mayweather's commercial properties have already gone into foreclosure. And there were even reports that his Las Vegas strip club building was at risk of being seized over unpaid property taxes. On top of that, lawsuits claiming unpaid luxury watch and jewelry bills, which Floyd has denied, shift the conversation from bragging rights to serious financial scrutiny.
I mean, things that they said in this article were insane. That Floyd owes like $1.4 million in jewelry debts, that Floyd owes like hundreds of thousands of dollars in rent for a private New York apartment. His private jet fuel, he's not paid hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of fuel and maintenance. He put up one of his jets that I think he even sold, but one of his jets and I want to say one of his properties, like one of his homes, up as collateral for a $54 million.
The outlet also mentioned that 2 Trump Las Vegas condos were temporarily seized for unpaid taxes, but were returned after a payment, while a huge $54 million loan reportedly used his homes, private jet, and businesses as collateral. Whether it's exaggeration or misunderstanding, the gap between Floyd's money image and these reports has sparked debate. Joe Rogan's doubts about Floyd's financial empire already made the conversation shaky. But then, Chael Sonnen jumps in like someone grabbing the microphone and deciding subtlety isn't needed. Chael basically looks at the whole "is Floyd broke" story and asks why anyone is acting like this is surprising.
What's that? And why are we attempting to tease Floyd? Is Floyd? Yes, he's broke. Of course he's broke. He's a boxer. Did they say can't read? That's not to tease him. They say that he can't read. His best friend at the time said that he can't read, and he never denied it. I don't tease him for it. He was a guy who grew up in a boxing gym, right? It's one of these things. You know what you know. You know what you were taught. I didn't teach him about contracts. I didn't teach him about saving. I didn't teach him about investments. Who would have taught him these things? Of course he's broke.
He flips the question back on the audience, saying if you wake up and work every week because you need money, why should it be strange for a boxer to keep fighting for the same reason? I'm sitting here thinking that is peak Chal logic. Half brutal honesty, half troll energy. But he doesn't stop there. Chale goes on to break down the mythology around boxing paydays, pointing out that the billion-dollar earnings and huge pay-per-view claims often come from press releases, not verified financial records. When he says no one from the companies actually handling the pay-per-views has confirmed those figures, that one line alone blows up years of boxing hype.
What do you mean is he broke? Of course he's broke. What boxer do you know that isn't broke? What a ridiculous question. But it's the fact that they're attempting to tease him. I mean, first off, they're asking the question. Look, I've told you until I'm blue in the face. The numbers that you hear in boxing simply aren't true. Floyd made $1 billion. No, he didn't. Floyd and Conor made $500 million. No, they didn't. Of course they didn't. Nobody's ever confirmed that. And it's the same thing with the check. I got $100 million for a fight. Oh, you did? Who signed the check? Whoever signed the check is going to want credit for it. There's never been a time that $1 million check was written and the dude that wrote the check didn't make sure that somebody found out he wrote the check. So who wrote the check? Floyd's got a whole bunch of them, apparently. He got $1 billion. Who wrote?
At the same time, Chale isn't just taking shots at Floyd. He's calling out the whole sport's financial storytelling. Then he shifts to the contract chaos, pointing out that Floyd announcing multiple fights around the supposed Tyson matchup would drive any promoter crazy, because in boxing, timing and exclusivity are everything. That's where the irony hits hardest. Chale points out Floyd himself has accused Showtime of shady business practices.
The numbers aren't what you think they are, right? The numbers are good and they made a lot of money, but it's not what you think it is. And yeah, of course Floyd's broke. Would you be boxing if you weren't? And it's very tough to be sympathetic.
While critics accuse Floyd's own promotion of causing similar confusion with Logan Paul, the story turns into a hall of mirrors where everyone sees someone else as the villain. Here's the funny contradiction Chale points out. People can question Floyd's finances, doubt the paydays, argue over contracts, or roll their eyes at exhibitions. Yet the moment Mayweather's name shows up on a fight poster, the entire combat sports world stops and takes notice.
$3 million. No, he doesn't. Just to clear that up, no, he doesn't. Will Logan ever get the money? I think Floyd's broke. Floyd does not owe Logan $1.3 million. Floyd's promotion owes Logan $1.3 million. And no, of course he's not going to get it. That promotion's already shut down. Allegedly.
Sharp and Ocho Cinco suggested on their podcast that Floyd Mayweather is talking about coming back, unretiring.
He is.
Because he's broke.
Yeah.
Let's play the clip here of Shannon Sharp and Ocho Cinco.
There are only 3 fights that Floyd can have that can command and get the kind of money he's looking to recoup for money that may have been lost, or money that may have been stolen, or money he may have spent, to date. For one, a rematch with Canelo. That's one fight.
Canelo too big.
Listen to me, Unc. We talk about making that money. He ain't gonna have
$1 million, and he's 47 years old, and he's completely broke. He's won the prize. This is, of all the idiots that we've seen out there, celebrities, actors, entertainers that have lost a lot of money, this guy would take the cake. To blow a bill before he even hits 50 is unimaginable. It actually is sad. It's a cautionary tale. We have seen it time and time again. But who actually wants to watch this guy fight? Like, people that love him. If he comes out and if he loses and looks terrible and gets destroyed, well, look, if you love him or hate him, you can say, well, he's nearly 50 years old.
Part of that is because of the way Floyd Mayweather goes about his business. He's been filthy rich. He's made his name, his legacy, and a lot of his reputation wasn't just the boxing, it was the money. It's the money man. What I have, what I'm driving, what I'm living in, what I'm flying in. And a lot of people, they don't like that. I don't know if Floyd Mayweather had more supporters for most of his fights or more haters. But regardless of where you fall on that line, Floyd Mayweather made it work for him when many people, promoters included, networks included early on, he'll say he don't watch him, but he'll watch any potential opponent over and over and over, and he has to process, can he do anything with me? How does my skill set line up with his? Can I beat him? The problem with being 49 years of age is sometimes your brain can see things and tell you things that your body's not in agreement with. That's the problem with age. Your brain is still saying, I'm him. Your brain is still saying, man, I'm Money Mayweather. Man, these youngsters can't deal with me. But your body is saying, brother, we can't do it.
All right, everyone. Stay tuned for all the latest boxing news, highlights, events, and stories. Subscribe to Boxology and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Don't forget to check out our other videos as well. Until next time, take care and stay safe.